आप कौन कौन सी क्लासेस से हैं? आप कौन, आप 6th में? अच्छा, आप भी, आप 5th में हैं। आप लोग? आप 9th 10th से हैं। और कोई सीनियर क्लास से भी? 11th 12th? तो कभी विजिट किया था पहले शुगर मिल आपने? आपने नहीं किया? अच्छा अच्छा, आपने विजिट किया हुआ है। अच्छा, पहले कब किया था? अच्छा, पेरेंट्स यहीं पे आए थे? अच्छा, ओके।
Sir, can you explain in simple word how sugar is made from sugar cane in sugar mill?
But generally what happens, right in front of you there is a process where there is a cane carrier that carries the cane that we generally see into our fields, that is being cut into multiple times, the same thing that we do through our teeth whenever we consume the cane, right? That is being cut, pressed, squeezed so that maximum juice can be extracted, right? Now that the waste product is taken somewhere else, but that extracted sugary content is being concentrated again and again. For that, boiling happens. Boiling increases the concentration and reduces the water, and we keep on doing it for multiple times, 4 to 5 times. Then there is application of some chemicals that decreases the impurities into the cane, because sometimes the soil can come into the sugar cane, right?
Sir, in what ways does sugar mill help in providing employments to local people?
A lot of services are being given by service providers outside to this sugar mill. For example, we issue a lot of tenders. Tender is basically we ask the people who is having certain skill to provide those skills to us so that we can give the payments, right? For example, we need a chartered accountant to maintain our accounts, right? So we ask them to provide the services and they raise the bill, we give them the payments. So in that way, some people who are not even directly employed, we get the services from.
Important for Maham and nearby villages.
ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. See, all of the products we do not consume in direct way. This sugar mill comes into the secondary sector. It processes the surplus cane, the cash crop, and then utilizes it for production of sugar. Now, understand the process. This mill has 500 employees, so there must be at least 50 to 70 persons who are from this village only, Rani Maharajpur. We give them payments for their services and they use it for education, health, food, travel, right? So the process here helps them to get the jobs and get the work done. Second thing is, for local farmers, it is easy to sell the cane to the mill at good price, right? So if they might have to go to, for example, 500 600 kilometers, then it is a expensive process. So for them it is easy, they can sell product directly here, we give them the payments, they are happy, mill is happy because it is giving employment and it is doing something into the productive contribution of the economy.
Does modern technology help farmers today compared to earlier times?
What's your age?
11 years.
Okay. सो इसका मैं आपको जवाब ऐसे दूंगा, जब मैं छोटा होता था, आपकी एज का ही होता था, तो मैं अपने पेरेंट्स से पूछा करता था कि गुड़ कहाँ से आते हैं. तो उस समय पे क्या होता था, कोल्हू होता था, तो लोग छोटे छोटे कोल्हू रखते थे और थोड़ा थोड़ा गन्ना अपने लेवल पे ही उसको उससे जूस निकाल के उसका गुड़ बनाते थे. सो द प्रोसेस वाज स्मॉल. नाउ यूजिंग मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी वी आर processing more than lakhs of quintals almost in a month, more than lakhs of quintals. So that is not possible without the use of technology, right? So we use modern technology. Interestingly, when you will be visiting this plant, you will be seeing a lot of big machinery, automated processes, signal mechanisms, right? And mechanical, hydraulics, etc. A lot of things you would be seeing. So this is all modern technology that we are using for better quality, better extraction, and as well as processing lot of work without intervention of a lot of humans into it.
Sir, what advice would you like to give to farmers to increase their crop quality and income?
Okay, this is very good question. Generally what we do, whenever this crushing season stops, we visit all of the villages that supply sugarcane to us. We advise them to sow best of the quality sugarcane available. Second thing is, there are lot of insecticides, pesticides and natural practices also to save crop from insects, pests, right? So we guide them, we provide a lot of services also, we give them good quality pesticides so that a small pesticide can be used without harming the crop. So they, in that way, they can enhance the quality of the crop, they can increase the quantity of the crop also, and they can get more prices for their produce. So that's why one question she asked, what's the importance of an industry in Maham? This is the importance of an industry, because a lot of services are given, right?
Inspired you to become an administrative officer?
Okay. uh, I would say it's slightly tricky question, in the sense, from the person's perspective, but there are multiple challenges. We, for example, some of you might be thinking to become, a doctor, teacher, engineer, advocate, judge, civil servant like me, right? Some might be interested to go into armed forces, right? Or some wanted to do some PhD or become scientist. For me, it was the idea of doing service for the society, and for that, it is one of the platform. All of the names that I have mentioned, they do service in certain way, but civil servants also do services in certain way. So I found my personality synchronized with the profile of a civil servant. So I thought it is the best way for me to do social service. So this is the idea basically.
Sir, I would like to ask that what challenges do you face while managing administration in rural areas?
Okay. Okay, right. So you must have seen the rural area,
Yes.
right? There are multifarious challenges. Uh, First of all, the penetration of services of the government, for example, schemes of the government, is less in rural areas because people are not that aware. So first challenge is to make them aware, enroll them, and get the benefits extended to them. For example, you must be knowing LPG scheme of government. The government gives subsidy to the poor people so that they can get a cheap cylinder, LPG cylinder, for cooking purpose, right? Earlier, the penetration in village was not even 10%, 15%, because aware people used to avail it. Now after 2014-15, now almost 95-96% households use LPG cylinders. You must be knowing, you must have seen that also. So the most important thing is the most challengeable part is to make people understand why the scheme is beneficial and what the government is intending to do, so that they can understand and they can enroll, they can get the services of the public. Otherwise, the rural people are wise, they understand the things very well, but importance is what government is trying to do is the point that we have to make them understand.
Sir, how can students from farming families contribute to modern agriculture in future?
Okay, this is interesting question. uh, See, we have discussed a lot of things, but no one thought this idea that farming can be mechanized, farming can be smart, right? This is precisely the need of our country. We have a lot of agricultural land, and if we can use that land, we can not only feed our country, we can feed a lot of other countries through exports and earn a lot, right? So putting a lot of machinery will require a lot of money. So first of all, there is an element of investment, but that investment can be succeeded only if there is a person who can manage well. Our farmers are not that literate till now, but whenever the new generation will come, they would be efficient in using the machines, technology, using or availing schemes from the government. They can invest some money with an idea that they have to take out the return from the investment in a stipulated time. So this smart management can only come with a good education and specialization in agriculture if possible. So yes, farmers can contribute well to the economy. India has a lot of scope, but for that, interested minds are required, and the government support is also required. Government is putting a lot of support now. Willing farmers have to come forward to take that lead.
What are your main responsibility as an SDM in region like Maham?
There are a lot of responsibilities, core responsibilities, in order to maintain law and order. If there is a chaos and someone has to ensure peace and order, then SDM comes into play, and he or she does that with the help of police, of course. So there are a lot of powers. In fact, there is one more interesting power also. he or she is also having a court, small court, that primarily deals with the cases of law and order and revenue cases, right? So this is the idea.
This is Ria from 9th class. I want to ask you that why is sugarcane considered an important crop for our region?
Okay. See, for a crop to be considered important, it has some importance. For example, crop-wise as well as finances of the local economy, right? This ecosystem is naturally fit for growth of the sugarcane, and sugar is consumed across the country. So, since the crop can be cultivated here, a lot of farmers are involved. For them, it is a cash crop. They can sell it directly to mill. We give them the payments, and we use it for sugar that can be utilized throughout the year, right? So these are two main factors. This is important because there are other crops also which are also remunerative, but sugarcane is considered better option if climate remains good. For example, you must have witnessed flood like situation this year. That flood damaged all of the crops, for example cotton, right? And one more crop, paddy. But in sugarcane, damage is generally less, so it is slightly hardy crop. So you can relate to your geography concepts and understand that it is important. It is hardy crop also. It gives more payments to farmers, and its byproducts are used across the region. That's why farmers grow it. They find it economical.
Are taken to ensure fair payment to farmers for their sugarcane.
Okay. In earlier times, what we used to do, that we used to give checks or direct payments. Now across the sector, across multiple sectors, now the good practices, we use online mechanisms. We give, for example, if a farmer sells 100 quintal of sugarcane, then he must get a payment of 40,000, right? What we do, we check how much amount of cane he has submitted into our yard. We verify that process and we directly give the payment into his or her bank account, so that the amount that he is deserving directly goes into account without any pilferage or leakages. So it is a very transparent process, and through banking system we use it.
Development of my area.
Okay, this was almost asked. The similar question was asked, but to be precise, I would say by providing a lot of jobs, by by processing and attracting a lot of investment into the farms, machineries, etc. And the third thing is indirectly enhancing the income of farmer, which indirectly goes into healthcare, education, etc., and increasing the skill of their children, like yours.
Sir, I want to know how much percent did you get in 12th class?
Okay. In 10th class I got 10 CGPA, but in 12th class I got 94% overall.
What are the biggest challenges you faced while preparing civil services?
Okay. Yes, there were some challenges because the good quality coaching is not in rural areas. I belong to rural area like you, so I had to go to Delhi. I was in Delhi for graduation. I had to stay there for 1.5 years. I had to study a lot, almost 11-12 hours per day, each day, without a break. I had to study newspaper daily. I was happy while studying the newspaper, but these are the things that you have to do in order to reach there. A lot of books, a lot of writing practice, a lot of conversational practices, right? A lot of understanding about concepts, because as a civil servant you have to understand how economy works. On the other side you have to understand how reactions happens. On the other side you have to understand how machines work, what ISRO is doing, what is happening into the policy making, how elections happen, everything. A lot of things you have to understand. So for that, naturally you have to read a lot of books. So I would say these are the things that I had to do, and more than that I would say is to stay motivated for long duration, because motivation dies sometimes, right? So to stay motivated for long and to have faith into the efforts. So this is what I had to do in order to reach that.
Who was
the most sporty person behind you, and how did you feel after leaving the career of armed forces?
Okay, actually, I wanted to. I wasn't decided for long, so I applied for both of the examinations. I had interest in both of the examinations, both of the services. I cleared both of them. I got 182 rank in BSF examination that is being conducted at all India level, and that too I cleared in first attempt. And I had interest here also. I cleared it with rank 11 in Haryana Civil Services. But then I had to decide which job I have to do, because somewhere you have to join. So I took a lot of feedbacks. I analyzed my personality, where I would be suiting the best, and I opted for this service. Apart from that, in as far as the decision of leaving the armed forces is concerned, I was interested to join. I didn't join. I had the appointment letters from both of the sides. I had opted for civil services, but that is interesting career. My younger brother is in army as lieutenant, so he is serving there. But as far as motivation is concerned, I was self-motivated for as far as the armed forces is concerned. And that's a different matter. I didn't join later when the opportunity came. That's a different matter.
They should follow in life.
Advices, okay. Few advices I gave already, that you have to be obedient to your parents,
Yes.
right? Because they know a lot. Then even I follow advices of my parents because they have seen a lot of things than me. Second thing is, they have to be punctual in our life. Punctuality is very, very important. It is a part of discipline also. Whatever you do, put your best mind and heart into that, so that the best out of that can come. If you are playing, play sincerely and contribute more. If you are studying, try to achieve maximum marks. Try to understand concept in the best possible manner. I am quite impressed with the differentiation among the questions, and more so because of your interest. Generally छोटे बच्चे interested होते नहीं है, पर seeing these two right in front of me, they are making me feel कि we are listening a lot. आपको on the point रहना है. So अच्छा लगा आप लोगों से मिलके, and I wish you all the best कि आप काफ़ी पॉजिटिवली लर्न करके जाएंगे यहाँ से, एंड कुछ ना कुछ पॉजिटिव अपनी ज़िंदगी में भी करेंगे, एंड इस रीजन का भी नाम रोशन करेंगे, अपने पेरेंट्स का भी करेंगे, और अपने आप भी एक अच्छी जगह पे पहुंच के अपने आप को भी एक बेटर फ्यूचर देंगे.
So do you want to come and meet our school?
अच्छा, ओके. तो आई विल प्लान समडे. मैं प्लान ज़रूर करूँगा, और प्रोबेबली जनवरी में प्लान करेंगे. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट मंथ आई विल प्लान समडे, एंड विल इंटरेक्ट फ्यू मोर विद फ्यू मोर पर्सन्स, और बाकी और डिस्कशंस जो भी हैं, और अपार्ट फ्रॉम शुगर मिल कोई डिस्कशन है वो भी करेंगे.
My question is, CNR school provide urban level education in the rural area. How do you see such school changing the future of the villages?
See, every school, be it government or private, are supposed to impart good education. But sometimes what happens, because of challenges, we might not get good education in some way or other, be it government schools or private schools. It is important for a school like CNR to to provide quality education at reasonable price, and to give you all an opportunity to explore your personalities well. For that, they must provide good mentorship to each one of you. They should provide you timely and quality guidance, apart from the curriculum activities that they are scheduled to give throughout the year. So in that way, I presume the school administration is quite aware, as well as duty bound, as well as even responsible enough to understand the needs of changing time, and I can see a glimpse of that effort into your skills, as far as I can see.
Sir, I want to know what happens to the waste product of sugar mill. Are they reused in any way?
Yeah, they are used, and it is a very good question, I would say. This machine is being run on turbines. Turbines are run by steam. We have water available here, but somewhere we have to use the fuel. This dry bagasse, we use this khoi and bagasse, the name of the waste product. We use this to fuel our turbines to produce the energy. Interestingly, the electricity that you are seeing in this office is not coming from the government feeders. It is being produced by this machinery during crushing season. We use the machine, we use that to produce heat for running the machinery, plus to provide electricity to whole of the mill area basically.
Sir, how important is English communication and general awareness for today's student?
Okay. See, every language is important. To be neutral, I would say English is also important. Our regional language Haryanvi is also important, right? Because that preserves our tradition and culture. And Hindi is also important because most of the people throughout India are well conversant in Hindi, right? So every language is important. English is important that way because English is being spoken by multiple countries across the globe. That gives us the exposure, that gives us the opportunity to serve there also.
Myself, Shivi sir, I want to ask what are the advantages of sugar meal?
Okay, there are multiple advantages. We produce sugar, we produce molasses, we produce press mud, we produce fly ash that I described in detail. We sell them and we get the money in return for that. That we invest in a lot of machinery by paying the salaries, etc. So this is a circular economy. You must have read about the circular economy concept.
Does sugar mill act as a pollutant to environment?
Yes, yes, it is. Sugar industry is a red category industry. Red category industry. Red category means it comes into the category of industry that pollutes the most. Then what we have to do is the interesting part. Now government has decided that if it is the most polluting, it is one of the most polluting industries, then it has asked us to do a lot of things. Whatever the wastewater we produce, we treat it within our building and then reuse it. So I think someone has asked you reuse something or not. So we use our water also.
What message would you like to give to CNR school who dream to serve the nation?
Let's say you want to become someone in certain different capacities. School is expected to provide you that guidance or direction. School is also expected to guide you that this skill or this profile suits you best when you reach to that that level or that age. For example, in 11th or 12th class, there is a challenging task to decide the streams. It's indeed a challenging task. So at that time, it is important for the school to make you meet a lot of people, to let you explore the world around you, and then help you in taking that decision timely.
Is there any solution of tracking that comes to my village also?
Okay, yes, yes. What we generally do in the next 5-7 months, we are planning to overhaul the machine. It is going to be a big project. We are planning for it. We are going to remove the turbines with the electrical motors, right? This will, what it will do, it will convert the half process into something electrical driven process. Then what we will do the retrofitting, and that will reduce the burden as well as emission load. So emissions will happen to some extent, but we will try our best to limit it as early as much as possible.
Farmers are directly or indirectly connected with the sugar mill.
Okay, so to be precise, as of now, as per our records, 1200 farmers supply sugar cane to us. But you must understand, we have enrollment of farmers who supply canes, but the whole of the family is directly or indirectly connected to this. Because now presume if someone's father is a farmer, if he is enrolled here, whole of the family is directly or indirectly connected. Directly there are 1200 farmers. Indirectly, I would say almost thousands of people are connected to this sugar.
How do you handle farmer issues and public grievances?
Okay, this is slightly a challenging one. In order to deal the grievances, we need to first understand what's the grievances, right? Generally, grievances come from, for example, if there is a glitch, farmer has to wait because machine is not working. Second thing is they are not getting timely payments, so that might be another grievance. Third thing is that because of floods or drought, there is a loss into the quality and quantity. We might apply the quality check onto the crop, and because of that they might be penalized, right? So these might be the grievances. What we do, we generally adopt good practices. We apply the practicality parts along with the rules and regulations. We apply the rules, but wherever we understand, we feel that this farmer needs to be helped, considering the farmer's grievance genuine, we try to help them using rules as well as practicality at times.
Sir, how does coordinate between administration and industries like sugar mill help society?
This question pertains to the role of SDM basically, because as MD we expect administration. Earlier I used to have both the charges, now I have the single one. So what we do, we request the administration part to help us. For example, if we need sulfur, we need sulfur for process, but sometimes we are not getting sulfur because in market there is scarcity. But running this and if we don't run mill on time, farmer grievances can come, right? So what we can do, we can write a letter to SDM or deputy commissioner asking them to coordinate with them and get these things expedited. We can directly coordinate also, but we can indirectly get them into the loop also. So in that way we take the help of those, because production of sugar is the output of some other industry. Production of sugar is our product, right? Sulfur is produced by someone else. So we use the email services, we use telephonic services, we use, for example, administrative offices in order to get their help.
So my question is, what is the role of students and citizens in supporting good governance?
Okay. See, this is very important in today's era. Earlier what we used to see, the services are provided by government, but we were not aware. Nowadays we presume it as a right, and that is very important. Services given by government are basically rights, directly or indirectly, of the public. So generally we are trained to provide them in an efficient manner, but citizens are also supposed to be aware about their rights so that they can apply to the right place, for example right portal, right office, and they understand if the services is not given within duration, with quality, then how they have to approach the senior officer in form of grievance.
Sir, my question is, how did discipline and hard work help you to reach this position?
Okay. Yes, see, in everyone's life, discipline, hard work, or I would say more than discipline is the routine. More than discipline, I would say adherence to the routine is very important, the right routine, right?
My question is, what government schemes are most helpful for the farmers at present?
Okay. Okay, so there are a lot of schemes, right? There are direct benefit schemes also. For example, PM Kisan, there is a scheme.
Yes, sir.
So that gives that the government gives 6,000 rupees in 3 installments, 2,000 each, 3 times a year, right? This is the most direct benefit that government can give to any farmer. But apart from that, there are indirect schemes, the schemes that help the farmers indirectly.
So how do you manage to run the sugar mill so smoothly with saving the farmers' interest?
Okay, actually we plan and prepare for these 3 months. We plan and prepare for 9 months. The off season, this season is on the crushing season, on season, and the off season is in which we do the preparation part. We check all the machinery, each and every part, we check it. We have a lot of manpower, all are deployed to check what machinery is in which condition, right? We list them, we show a lot of tenders, we get them repaired if needed. We keep spares of crucial machines that can lead to stoppages if they are damaged. We keep spares also.
Could you please share your educational journey with us?
Okay, so I would say I completed my 12th in 2014 with non-medical background, basically physics, chemistry and math I used to have. And after 2014 I went to Delhi in a college, in a reputed college, and studied BSc honors in chemistry background. So we went through a lot of processes, chemical reactions in your understanding, and I spent 3 years in Delhi. I cleared that BSc honors in 20. I completed that in 2017. Then I prepared for 1.5 years, and then this exam came. I applied for it, and in first attempt I cleared this. So in 2019, in this month only, December 2019, I was selected as HCS officer in this service. Thereafter, training goes for 1 year, and then we are deputed.
Sir, I want to ask that why did you choose this path?
Okay. See, you must be having some goal into your mind that you might be wanting to become a doctor, engineer, chartered accountant, advocate, judge, bureaucrat, teacher, professor, scientist, PM. Some might be thinking PM also. So first, the same ideas came to me at that point of time. I calibrated all of them, saw what are my competences, what are my skills, what are my interests, and then found out which jobs can be suitable to me. So I got two answers from my from within after introspection, and one was armed forces, and the second was for civil services.
Sir, who supported you the most in your journey?
Okay, a lot of persons supported, actually, a lot of persons. First of all, the biggest contribution is of the family. So my father, mother, and my younger brother. But I would say that a lot of persons supported. That includes a lot of teachers who taught me throughout throughout my schooling. My friends who, through direct or indirect means, supported me, because we learn a lot from our friends also.
Sir, what one message would you like to give to CNR school students who are creating a multilingual identity for themselves?
Okay. First of all, I am impressed that you all are comfortable, quite comfortable, in conversing with a senior person in English, at least, because it's not common in rural areas. The schools present in rural areas, so it is commendable for the school. The big message that I would like to share with, I can presume, you as my friends. So I would say, this is the time. I think you are from 6th to 10th class candidates. So this is the time when we have to start thinking. We need not to share much about others, but we have to start thinking what could be the best profession for me. For example, some girl might think that going to the armed forces as pilot would be a good option. The other girl or her friend might think that serving in police as SP is an important challenge, and she wants to work that way. The other girl might think that she wants to become a teacher, because as teacher she can help a lot of persons. Right? Interesting thing I want to share, that such candidates who have a command over multiple languages are good from the perspective of Indian Foreign Service. The people who are deputed into different countries as ambassadors, secretaries. आपने दूतावास का नाम सुना होगा, हाई कमिश्नर, जो दूसरे देश के लोग, हम दूसरे देश के अधिकारी हमारे देश में आके रहते हैं और हमारा देश दूसरे देशों में भेजता है. तो उन सर्विसेज के लिए ऐसे लोग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. सो इट्स ए स्किल दैट यू हैव टू यूज समवेयर. तो आप उसको ध्यान में रखें.
What qualities should students develop to become responsible officers and citizens?
As I would say, officers, first of all is punctuality. Second thing is professionalism. Professionalism is more about, putting the best and doing justice with the job or the task in hand. Third thing is commitment to the duties as well as responsibilities.
Sugarcane is important and healthy for our health, but the sugar is not healthy for our health, it is unhealthy. So she said, ask to your sir. So today I am asking you why sugarcane is important but sugar is not.
They both are important. If you are asking that which is important, both are important, right? But see, excess of anything is harmful. If you, for example, if you like a mango and you eat 3-4 mangoes, it can be damaging to your health. Same happens with jamun also, right? Same happens with milk also, right? Tea also, chai, सब लोग पीते हैं घर पे, parents. So excess is bad. what happens, sugarcane is a natural product, so if the consumption varies slightly, it doesn't harm much. But when sugarcane is processed into sugar, some chemicals are used, right, in order to purify it, and make it into a clear crystal, right. So that process, those chemicals, if we consume sugar in a limited amount, it doesn't harm much. But if we consume it in multiple ways, for example toffees, chocolates, right, and direct in tea, coffee, milk, right, so in that way, if sugar intake increases, certainly those small contaminations enhances, and that becomes harmful.
They should follow in life.
Advices, okay, few advices I gave already, that you have to be obedient to your parents,
Yes.
right, because they know a lot. Then even I follow advices of my parents because they have seen a lot of things than me. Second thing is, they have to be punctual in our life. Punctuality is very, very important. It is a part of discipline also. Whatever you do, put your best mind and heart into that, so that the best out of that can come. If you're playing, play sincerely and contribute more. If you are studying, try to achieve maximum marks, try to understand concept in the best possible manner. And if, for example, for competitive examinations, put your best, achieve the maximum marks. So this is the thing for a student, I can say.